Hello, my loves. Welcome back to Chemistry with Kismet Tarot. I'm Monica Anderson, the Kismet Chemist, and today we are going to be doing a look at what this 2222 portal is bringing into your life and what Imbolc's impact is on you and your energy for a new beginning and welcoming in spring. So today I actually was inspired by the Harry Potter magical creature called the Niffler. So Nifflers can be kind of mischievous. They are attracted to things that are shiny objects, and they will find it at any cost. They know how to sniff it out. They know how to find it. And oftentimes they can leave behind a lot of destruction in their path. Now, I actually couldn't fully understand what the inspiration of this was until I sat down and asked Spirit and said, okay, what is it that you want me to bring forward? And so there are two different messages that I got about the Niffler. So the first message is about that urge or the main feature of a Niffler and how it is attracted to the shiny objects and how it will go after them at any cost, regardless of what kind of destruction it leaves in its path. So what Spirit helped me see is that we can embody this energy, the energy of the Niffler, on an inner journey. Oftentimes we get fearful of destruction. What kind of things are going to happen if I go on an inner journey? What things am I going to discover? What might fall apart? But if you think about it in this way, when you embody the energy of a Niffler and you go on an inner journey, your main purpose on that inner journey is to discover all the treasures deep within you, all of the pieces of the light that make up who you are. And the things that get destroyed in that process are things that don't help you and don't serve you in this life. Things like fear and anxiety and worry and stress. All of those things are the things that when we go on that inner journey searching for our light and our gifts, end up being destroyed. And in that way, we can all really tap into this determination that a Niffler has to find all these shiny objects, that determination to take a hold of them and to carry it with it no matter what, because that is what we're doing when we go on an inner journey. It's finding our light, finding our inner light and our inner blessings and gifts and bringing them out into the world, holding them tightly. Now, Imbolc is a pagan and Wiccan and witchcraft holiday in which they celebrate the goddess Brigid and the coming of spring. Imbolc means in the belly. So if we apply it to the Niffler, if you see here, the Niffler actually carries all of its treasures in a little pouch in its belly. And so it really is about harnessing our personal power. Think of it as though we are looking for that light that shines from our solar plexus and from our sacral chakras, that creative, inspiring, empowering light. We're going on a journey inward to find that, to uncover it, to harness it, and to embody it in the world. And we carry that in our bellies or in our abdomen area, which is where those chakras reside. So Spirit really wanted me to kind of explain that to you guys And now I am going to give you some time to go ahead and choose one of the Nifflers for the piles, and we will get into your reading to see what this 2-22 Divine Feminine portal energy is bringing into your life. Hello, pile one. So let's go ahead and get started. And you guys chose the Book of Shadows Tarot. And with the Book of Shadows Tarot, it actually comes in 2 decks. And the 2 decks are as above and so below. But Spirit led me to actually combining the decks. I didn't really do it in any kind of order. I just wanted to make sure that there was enough cards to constitute an entire tarot deck in each one. And we will go ahead and see what comes up for you for the energy that this 2-22 portal is bringing in for you. Now, as you guys can tell, I am not working in my office today. I'm working upstairs and I'm in my kitchen, so I apologize if the sound is a little bit echoey. But I really wanted some natural sunlight coming in today because it just felt like all this fresh energy, this bright, shining sunlight was exactly what we need as a collective, but also us up here in the Northern Hemisphere where I live, really, really could use. So let's get your tarot cards and see. Spirit, for pile one, could we please get some insight into what this 2-2 portal is bringing? That's too many. Okay, so we've got, starting out with the Temperance card. The Circle, which is number 12, traditionally the Hanged Man. You guys have some major arcanas. The Six of Pentacles. Card 15, and forgive me if I butcher this, but Llamas. Spirit pile one. What else do we need to know? And the Crone of Air, which is the Queen of Swords. And on the back of the deck, what you don't see is the High Priestess. So For the circle and llamas, I'm actually going to read those from the book because those are the as above deck, and the book has some very deep, beautiful words. So let's go ahead and look at what the book says for those two. So for the circle or the hanged man, which is your second card here, see if I can get it to focus. Okay. It says, a circle is a sacred space that you create for any spiritual work that you do. A sacred space can be created anywhere. Think of it as a metaphorical cauldron. A cauldron is a place that holds ingredients, keeping what you want all in one place while making sure unwanted materials do not mix in. On another level, it is also a place of transformation. Your sacred space is your temple, where you work with the energy you invite in and form a boundary that separates you from unwanted energy. While in your space, you expect revelations and experiences. You expect transformation. These expectations are a form of intent. Creating a sacred space is important, but not difficult. And then it gives 4 steps to doing so. Number 1 is cleanse the area. Number 2, gather your tools. Number 3, ground yourself. And number 4, define or give intent to the space in which you are, what it is that you're hoping to get out of forming this circle. And then we're going to read this one, which is traditionally the devil card, and it is llamas. And llamas is signified for August 1st. And it says, the first of 3 harvest festivals, llamas recognizes the sacrifice of the oak king to feed the earth. The holly king begins his reign as father and protector. Thankfulness for the first harvest, represented symbolically by loaves of bread and acknowledging that everything has a price, are important aspects of this holiday. While pagans are grateful for the harvest, they know that it comes with a price, the eventual death of the god and the coming of darkness. As the end of the growing season draws closer, there is an air of celebration and wild abandon. Games are played, wagers made, and bread and beer enjoyed. The devil card is often associated with the god Pan, and hence it is an appropriate match for this holiday. Although the beverage of choice is more often made of grain than grapes, there is also an eat, drink, and be merry for tomorrow we die sensibility. There is utter enjoyment without thinking about putting anything by for the future. So we have here the Temperance card, the Circle, the 6 of Pentacles, the card number 15, Llamas, or the Devil card, and then the Queen of Air. And really, to me, what I'm getting here is, and especially with this High Priestess card, what you don't see is there is an increase in your intuition. And this intuition is asking you to, at this time, be very patient, very balanced and grounded, because what you're doing is you're alchemizing and transforming within yourself. So best thing that I can see here is with this Temperance card being the first one, I feel very, very strongly that the Temperance and the High Priestess are both signifiers for you right now. It's this delicate balance of being an alchemist or coming in and transmuting all of these emotions and thoughts and things that no longer belong in your world and letting yourself be guided and led. And the best way to do that is by going into a sacred space and meditation, whether you have an altar space, especially within bulk, that is one of the best things that you can do during this time. And balance and harmony, that's such a huge, huge theme right now. And the 6 of Pentacles is all about that balanced give and take. This one especially I absolutely love, because you can see there is a man who is having a very hard time, and they're having a sale in the background, and she's got her purse open, And he's asking for help. And she's standing there with her purse open. And what it really, to me, says is that right now, you may actually feel as though you're more in the energy of the man than the woman, but you don't actually see the situation quite clearly enough. You really are capable of giving and receiving help, and things do balance out. When you give freely, that comes back to you. When you give in good faith, that comes back to you. And all of these things balance out, and especially with this, it balances out when you choose to not overly indulge, because you understand that everything has a time, a place, a cost, and you are working deeply with the divine and with your higher self and with your own inner energy to get that clarity and that understanding. And that's really what this Queen of Swords energy that you're working towards is this clear understanding of where you have been, why you had to go through certain things, and where you are going. And all of that insight comes in as you embrace all of your intuitive insights and psychic hits. It will bring into balance all the different aspects of your life, both inner and outer. And that is something that we all are called to do on a regular basis, is really bring that balance in so that we can find that sense of give and take in equal measures. So we're not overly indulging in anything in life, but we are doing everything patiently, balanced, and with much temperance. And so I'm going to go ahead and pull some oracle cards just to give a little bit more insight. And this is the spellcasting oracle. So Spirit, can we get a little bit more here about what the situation is or what energy it is? I just keep hearing trust. Trust and have faith in what you see and know. Come to me for your protected. So, I have this kind of queasy feeling in my stomach, like you're worried, you're concerned about something, or maybe it's a situation, it could be another person. And this, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. It's going to vary and be different for everybody. It is okay to enjoy life. It is okay to pause and let yourself be cleansed to live and to enjoy life. Okay. So I got the New Beginnings card, which is wonderful to see because I can feel as though you guys, maybe you feel as though you've been stuck for quite a while, or everything and anything around you has been telling you that you're going somewhere and it's not working. Spirit wants you to know there is a very auspicious new beginning coming. Everything is coming into balance. So, oh, beautiful. On the back of the deck, we're going to start with the back of the deck because this is what you don't see. This is what you don't see, but you can feel it. This High Priestess energy is what you can feel coming in, this closure coming in. But you got new beginnings, good luck that just flew right out. Some of you, you may have like a long-haired cat. I actually am seeing like a calico or a gray long-haired long-haired cat. I know this one is a black cat, but that's not what I'm seeing. And then family and the full moon. So first thing is this full moon stands out to me. It also is on the back of this High Priestess card. During this time, this 2/2/22 portal, it opens today and then it ends on 2/22/22. And during that, there is actually a full moon somewhere in the middle. It's February 16th. And that full moon is a really good time to do a cleansing and a release to gain this closure from whatever the situation is that you're dealing with. Because through this portal and that full moon, you are going to be planting the seeds for a new beginning. And those seeds that you're planting, I'm sorry, I don't like giving time frames because I don't like making false promises. And there are so many different things at play, but Spirit is saying, look towards the fall. Look towards the fall. Make a plan. Make grounded, practical idea and decisions here, but let those decisions and ideas be guided by your intuition as you find closure from the past and from these old situations. And you come to me and let me take from you that which you no longer need to carry. This spring will usher in changes, new beginnings, good luck. I see on this good luck card, you know, I've never noticed this before, but it actually has a leprechaun and a pot of gold. The cat just kind of takes the cake with this card, but there is a leprechaun sitting back here with a pot of gold. And, you know, again with the Niffler, to me, this is the more that you shine your light into the world, and not just in what you do, but in your personal life, with your family, with your loved ones, things start coming together and you get this new beginning for your family. And there is so much luck on your side. There's so much Jupiter energy in this, even though I don't see Jupiter anywhere. I can feel this Jupiter energy of like calling to you, harness me. Let me expand you. Let me bring in goodness for you. And Spirit is right on par with that, saying like, walk through this door to a new beginning. Walk through this portal to a new beginning. Trust that as you walk through to your new beginning, that you will find closure from the past, but the door to those past experiences will also close. And so you do not need to fear. You do not need to worry. That is closing for you now. I'm going to pull one more, and it is the Believe in Your Own Magic card. I feel like something to give you a boost of positivity. Spirit, can we get messages of positivity? Can we get messages to help pile one believe in their own magic? Spirit, pile one, messages, please. Pile one. Do you want all of those, Spirit? Okay. This one definitely wanted to come out. So we have number 6, dragons, slay them all. That's so perfect. And I love the colors of this because this is your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus chakra. You know, I could pull all your chakras really are color represented here, but those bottom ones feel very much like that's what you are. Those are what you're healing here. Those are the closure areas, your safety and your security, your sense of self-worth, and that creative spark. Okay. And there we go. The number 10, red, forgive. And I'm not reading this as you need to forgive someone else. And here we've got the bottom of the deck is number 7, sword, make the change. So whatever it is that you are thinking that needs to be changed, I know she's about to cut her hair with a sword. I wouldn't suggest cutting your hair with a sword. But if you're looking to make some sort of change, something to change your energy up, do that. Go do that. Make that change. Bring in new energy into your energy field. Slay all the dragons of the past because you have the power that you can harness here. And this red forgive card, I am not reading this as you need to forgive someone else. I am reading this as you need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive yourself. You have this perception that you have to be perfect, that everything that you do has to be held to a certain standard. And to make a mistake and to err is to be a mistake. And Spirit is saying that is just, I'm sorry. I just heard that is not the truth. And there was some swears in there. I know one of my guides is pretty blunt about things. When you learn how to forgive yourself, you'll see that absolutely nothing that you have done has ever been a mistake. Not a single second, not a single millisecond of your life has been a mistake. You are not a mistake. We grow and we change and we learn. And now is the time for you to truly step forward with the sword of truth. The truth of who you are and of your own abilities, your own worth. Step forward and slay all those inner dragons and give yourself the forgiveness that you deserve, the forgiveness that you have long deserved. You've been holding on to it, whatever it is, you have been holding on to it for long enough. Give it to me is what Spirit is saying. Please give it to me. Forgive yourself. Stop asking me for forgiveness. Stop asking others for forgiveness. That forgiveness, it's already being given by others and you didn't need it from me in the first place. You did nothing wrong in my eyes. Forgive yourself. I feel so much love and hope coming in for you guys. I cannot tell you. There's so much here that I can see that you've been through that struggle, that feeling like you're left out in the cold, that other people are enjoying their lives and you're just here struggling, working, trying so hard. And every new beginning never seems to pan out or something happens, but keep the faith. Keep the faith through the hardest of times, because at the end of it, there is an end of it. At the end of it, there is a light, and that light will be found from within you. All right, this is all I am seeing for you guys. I hope this resonated. If it did, please give me a like, comment down below. And if you feel like this could help somebody, please share this video with your friends and family. And make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next video. I want to thank you guys all for being here with me today, and thank Spirit for these wonderful, amazing, uplifting messages, for the insight, and for this wonderful energy of the portal that's coming in. I hope you guys all have a beautiful, wonderful Imbolc, Candlemas, Lunar New Year, Groundhog Day, that the new moon brought in everything that you wanted, and that you guys continue forward through this portal energy with confidence, assurance, and a lot of love for who you are, because I know there is a lot of love from the divine for you. Okay, I love you guys. Bye. Hello, my pile twos. So we're going to go ahead and dive right in. And as I was cleansing the space and getting some water and kind of preparing myself for your deck, I got this massive influx of information, and it starts with the Niffler that you guys chose. And this is actually the more adult Niffler to me. The other ones have the longer hair, this one's shorter hair, but this is one that already knows or already has its treasure, and it's holding on to it, and it's got it there. So this tells me that, first of all, this is a very spiritually powerful group. You have many, many gifts and talents and blessings on a spiritual level. But it also tells me that the way that this Niffler is holding on to it, it seems a little wary. You may be afraid to use your gifts, to access them, or afraid right now. There may be some fear, something holding you back a little bit from shining those gifts that you have out into the world, whether it's because of fear of someone else's judgment or opinions, or whether it is fear because of a situation that occurred, or because someone said something that made you doubt yourself. Spirit wants you to know that you have everything that you need already. It is within your grasp right now, and it is within you. So Spirit actually called me to pull oracle cards first. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of the base energy for the spirit for this pile with oracle cards. These are the magical spell cards. All right, Spirit, can we get for pile two? Pile two. Let's talk about the energy of this 2-2 portal. Do you want both of those? Yes. Okay. So first we have love, and it says, Aphrodite, I call to thee, bring a true love here to me. And then we have number 14, friendship. Bring to me friendship true, sharing, laughter, and understanding too. Wow, guys. And on, oh my gosh, on the back of the deck, we have confidence. What was I saying? Number 32, by earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take light, burn higher. I am going to leave this out. So to me, it's saying that there's something that has made you question love and friendship, or you have taken losses in these areas or felt very alone in these areas, and it has truly shaken your confidence in yourself especially, but also in the universe and in spirit, because you don't understand what it was that happened that would make things get to where they are. And that's what I'm hearing here. So Spirit, can we get a little bit more information? These are the spell casting oracle. Let's pull a little bit more information here. Spirit, can you, okay. Beauty. Anything else here? That's a lot of cards. There's one more, but I have to say, right now I feel a lot of, especially that beauty card just came flying out. Like it just was ready. It would not go back into the deck. And as soon as that came out, I felt a lot of resistance. Justice. There's that. And transformation. And then on the back of the deck, we have good luck. And this seems to be an overwhelming energy just for the collective itself. So we have good luck. And you know what? I wasn't going to say this, but I feel like I have to, because as I was cleansing the area, I quite literally was like, Spirit, like, can we not have crossover piles? Can we keep it to the individual piles so that people don't get inundated with too many messages that aren't meant for them? And Spirit was like, if they have crossover, they have crossover. There's nothing you can do. And that's me. See, for me, I have this thing where I like to control things. I want things to be quite orderly. And Spirit has its own impression of how things are going to go. This beauty card, even though it is a woman in front of a mirror, and the thing that I love about this is you can tell she's a plus-size woman. And in our society, and forgive me if I get on a soapbox, but in our society, there is an expectation of a specific look that women are supposed to have, and even that men are supposed to have. And we base beauty based on what their body type is, how their hair is, whether they're wearing makeup, whether he's clean shaven, or whether he has facial hair that is well trimmed, anything like that. But really, more so than any kind of outer or even inner beauty, what I'm seeing here is, or hearing this message that, first of all, there's beauty in your emotions. This is a mermaid. She's underwater, and underwater to me is all about emotional depth. There's no reason for you to shy away from your emotions. There is true beauty in them, but it requires this balance of extremes. And as you bring those extremes into balance, you go through a vast transformation within, and that gets reflected out of yourself. But I'm also seeing, or I'm seeing like someone laying in bed crying into a pillow and looking out a window, and it's like the most beautiful landscape imaginable exists outside that window. But as you lay there, there's no color left. Everything is just gray. There's no color left. You feel like there's no goodness, no justice, no rightness in your world. And Spirit really wants you to understand that through this portal and you learning to see the beauty in everything, in every small thing, even in those moments where it feels as though the world is against you and fighting you, and you are in the depths of despair, there is a balance. And if you let yourself feel your emotions and work through them, You transform because you'll start seeing things a lot clearer, and you'll start opening yourself up more and more to love, to friendship, to all the beauty that you contain within, but also all the beauty that the world has to offer to you. And it does truly have so much beauty. It does. And all you have to do is understand that everything that happens for a reason. And I know that's so cliche. And when someone is in a traumatic state, it is one of the worst things to say. But I am no stranger to trauma myself. I truly am not. But I can tell you from the other side of the healing of it that I learned so many lessons and gained so much insight about the other people in my life. And especially things like my childhood and my parents. I gained so much understanding of that, and so much understanding of the way that I was closed off. Even though I felt as though I was very open, I was very closed off to people because of fear, because of my traumas and the things that had happened to me. And I had to learn how to let my emotions work through. And when I did that, I gained far more confidence in myself. And I don't know why I'm telling you this, but usually when I feel like there's some story that goes along with my life, it usually is because you need to hear it. And Spirit's just jumping straight out. We've got the Eight of Swords. And I'm going to put that right on top of Beauty. The Eight of Cups. So eights and fives. Ace of Wands. What else, Spirit? What else do we have? What else do we have? The Knight of Cups. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, Spirit. Back to me here. What else? That's a lot. I'm going to put that back. One more, please. Now your cards just want to fly. And the Emperor. It's amazing. I love it. And on the back, we have the Page of Swords. And I love, love, love this. I love this energy, this Page of Swords energy. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. But we're first going to talk about these 8 cards. These 8 cards followed by the Ace of Wands. Okay. Okay. So that would be why Spirit wanted to do the Oracle cards first, because the Tarot cards are literally your uplifting message. It worked backwards from pile 1. So, and if you were drawn to pile 1, there may be some messages in there for you, but let's talk here. So the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups right next to each other means that you have felt as though you are stuck. You are stagnant. You are locked down, chained down. You have nowhere to go, no idea which way is up. And you're starting to understand that you are trapping yourself by your own mind. I said in my last video, I say this all the time. We are our own worst enemies. Our mind creates the illusion of so many things because we fear pain, loss. We fear ourselves. We fear our power. We fear other people. We fear things. And it is for us to overcome those fears. And so for the Eight of Swords to be followed directly by the Eight of Cups, that is you just literally saying, I have built my whole perception, all of this, on fear. All these cups on a false perception of who I am, and I am more than ready to just stack them up and walk away and go on this journey, this healing, self-healing journey. And as you go on this journey, in comes this Ace of Wands. And this Ace of Wands, for me, wand cards, I know that a lot of people talk about wand cards as being inspiration or new ideas or action-oriented. To me, Ace of Wands is what we are building. If you think about the way that they progress through from the ace to the 10, it's literally the things that we find within ourselves that light a fire, that spark a flame of passion and purpose within us. And when that comes in, when we start going down that journey, then we go through this endurance test of building upon that initial spark, building upon that first flame and making something amazing out of it. And that thing that you're making is truly you. You're making yourself. You're building yourself up. You're bringing all of these little coins that you have stored inside of you, and they're starting to come to the surface. So as you continue to walk away from these false beliefs of yourself and the world and see the beauty that's in everything, more balance, more harmony comes in. And you go through this, I'm done, I'm going to walk away. And boom, in comes your spark, your new idea, your transformational idea. And then the Knight of Cups and the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords, to me, is all about this youthful curiosity that really does get a little nugget inside of your mind so that you go, I'm going to build off of this. I'm going to take this idea, this idea that people would say is so childish, and I'm going to make it into something great. And it will be something that comes directly from your heart. This Knight of Cups is telling me it will come directly from your heart, and all you have to do is nurture it. Nurture it with the love that you nurture your children or your friends or the person that you love, your pets, whatever it is that you spend your time nurturing instead of nurturing yourself and your projects. When you pour that back into it, you break yourself free and walk away from ways of being. And this is what comes in. You become the emperor. You become this solid, firm, foundational, stable, secure person sitting on your throne. You balance out all of that energy and you have that love and you know your worth and your confidence will skyrocket. I just see like this through this portal and you releasing the things that your mind is telling you is holding you back. As you do that, you're going to continue to get these sparks. And one of those sparks is going to bring you all the way down this journey of you're going to feel like a kid again, learning something new and relishing in every single second of it. And there you have luck on your side right now. I'm going to pull one more card. This is a Believe in Your Own Magic. So Spirit, can we get one more card for pile 2? One more card for pile 2, Spirit, please. One more card for pile 2. What more do they need to know about this energy, this spark, this inspiration, this childlike wonder? I feel so tickled by the Page of Swords. Like, it's like, here I am. I'm going to stand here. You know how they say that kids say the darndest thing. And at the same time, a lot of the times, what they say you know is the truth. Kind of like that energy where you just embody that energy where you just come out swinging and you're like, this is my idea, this is my notion, this is my thoughts, my words, and I'm gonna go with it. And it's so freeing of an energy I can feel as soon as I saw that Page of Swords. So we've got here card number 14 again. Thorns, weave together the crown you deserve. Absolutely. Yes. Exactly that. Again, if you guys were called to pile 1, please check that out. We've got card number 7 that says, Sword, make the change. Embrace your confidence. You had this air of confidence at one point. Bring that back in. Put your crown back on your head, this emperor's crown back on your head, and really wear it and know that you deserve the crown that you wear. Know that you are deserving of the love and the friendship and the luck and transformation, the justice and the brand new beginning and idea that you want for your life. All you have to do is embrace that fully. You deserve a crown because you are royalty. And when you see yourself that way, the world begins to respect you the way that you respect yourself. All right, pile 2. Thank you so much for letting me read your energy. I have like the giggles here. I'm really sorry, but like the Page of Swords energy is just, okay. So I'm going to leave it here. Please like, share, and subscribe to this video. You know, send it out to whoever you feel like this might resonate with. Make sure that you hit the notification bell so you don't miss another one of my readings. And please let me know down in the comment section how this resonated. You know, if you need words of encouragement, just put a couple of hearts down there and you got it. I cannot wait to see what happens with you guys. Please keep me updated. And I want to say thank you to Spirit for these uplifting, beautiful messages for pile 2. And thank you guys so much. I hope that this 2222 portal brings everything that you are dreaming of. I hope that you guys find that beauty that I know is within you and harness it with confidence in this world, because the world needs more people like you. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye. Hello, pile 3s. So we're going to jump directly in, and I want to start with the tarot deck. You guys chose the second deck of the Book of Shadows Tarot, and this is As Above and So Below. So it's 2 decks, but I've actually combined the decks together. Spirit just kind of led me to putting them together in whatever way the cards kind of fell. Both decks have the exact amount of cards that a tarot deck would have, but they may have repetitive cards. And honestly, I don't know what cards are in each deck, but we will see what comes out for you guys. And I can already tell you that the first thing that I heard with your pile is stands out from the crowd. Okay, so we're just jumping right in. Spirit, what else do we have here? So we start off with the Ace of Chalices, or the Ace of Cups. And that is in the So Below. So that is in the earthly realm. So that's too many. We've got, oh, hidden one. We've got the Ace of Fire, which is actually the Sun card for the So Above. The Nine of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, you guys. Whew. Yeah, this energy is dramatically different. This is exciting, guys. This is exciting. Okay, we'll take that one. The Eight of Earth, which is the Eight of Pentacles. And that one I'm actually going to read from the book, because it is the As Above deck, and it has such deep insights into the signifiers of the cards. That's too many. Okay. Apparently they want 2. Okay. Oh, 3 more. Oh, okay. We've got the 7 of Earth or the 7 of Pentacles, the 10 of Water or the 10 of Cups, and then the Empress card. Wow, guys. Wow. And on the back of the deck, oh, we have the 5 of Wands. And this looks like a lot of stress and argument, but June 21st is circled on the calendar here, which is it's the summer equinox date. So there may be something significant with that for some of you. I don't know, but we're going to go ahead and read the as above cards for you so we get right into it. And the Ace of Fire or the Sun, it says, there is a saying about people who are very self-centered. We say that such people think they are the center of the universe. In the case of the Sun, it is somewhat true, for this heavenly body is the center of the solar system. The power of the Sun keeps the planets in their orbits. Everything is, therefore, directly related to the Sun. Besides being an intense gravitational provider, the Sun is the solar system's source of heat and light. Its existence is defined by its ability to shine. So astrologically speaking, the Sun highlights what area we desire to excel at. It identifies our core personality, shapes our sense of self, and the Sun shines a light on who we think we are. So the Ace of Fire represents a strong personal energy at work. This card is something we wish very much to do, not just well, but excellently. It's a burning desire that can be directed and used to light a project, large or small, and has the potential to create glorious fireworks or even just delightful sparks. So we're going to skip forward just so that we can grab these earth ones and the waters. So the 8 of Earth is actually signified by air creatures. And the 8 of Earth asks you to reach higher, stretch further, and dream bigger. Like trees, we imbue creatures of the air with so many symbolic meanings, both specifically and generally. As a group, they are associated with the element of air, of course, and therefore with thoughts and communications. Particularly, we think of them as messengers from the god and goddess. With the ability to fly, we cannot help but think of freedom. Specifically, crows and ravens are associated with the goddess. Butterflies bring to mind transformation. Bees represent love, productivity, and the possibility of the impossible. And then we have the 7 of Earth, which is sea creatures. And creatures of the sea seem so different from us who dwell on the land and breathe air. However, it's interesting to remember that for 9 months or so, each of us breathed liquid. It was our first experience in breathing, and once born, we were somewhat shocked into breathing air. The 7 of Earth indicates that now is a time to move carefully, to pay attention to your environment, to be extra sensitive to energetic flow. Move and experience things differently than normal. Recognize that this is a new situation and adjust your perceptions accordingly. Flow as gracefully as possible without jarring or upsetting the balance. And the 10 of Water is represented by the other world. It is, and as you can see, I'm going to show you here as I'm reading. This 10 of Water has the triple goddess on it, and that is Hecate is the triple-faced Greek goddess with power over heaven, earth, and the underworld. As with most goddesses, she has many associations. Here she is known in her role as Queen of Ghosts. She protects ghosts from harm and also keeps them from doing mischief in our world. Hecate is often found at crossroads and at borders and boundaries. She is at home in liminal places. She navigates the space just between places where things are shady and it is easy to get lost. The 10 of Water brings you squarely to a place of uncertainty and forces you to do something. There are people who you need to find or spirits you need to contact, allowing the fog and haze to grow between you and whoever is no longer an option. So to me, this looks like in the very beginning of this, Spirit is literally offering you a chance to get out of that Five of Wands energy. This feeling that you have to constantly, continually argue and fight and struggle your way through every challenge, as though it is an uphill battle and there is no peak and no downhill anything. And in this way, it is, you're looking, and Spirit is going to be offering during this time this brand new sense of love for who you are. This sense of love for who you are, and as you embrace that, you have the 9, the 8, and the 7 of Pentacles, both in the higher realms and the lower realms, which to me says that as you embrace yourself in this 9 of Pentacles energy here and live fully, bringing your love to who you are out in the world, your sense of self-love and empowerment, you stand above, or not necessarily above, but you stand out in a crowd. And you know it. You know that you are unique. You know that you've always felt different. And inside you have this sense that you're starting to understand that that is how you're supposed to be. That is who you are supposed to be. And through that and the challenges and struggles that you've been facing, you've started to feel as though you cannot love yourself unless you fit within what everybody else wants, or else you have to fight your way through. And that's not the case anymore. So to me, what this is saying is, as we move into this portal, your cup, your sense of self-love is going to begin to overflow. You're going to see yourself in a completely different light. Your heart and your ego and your soul are all going to be on the same page with each other. And they're all going to be very illuminated during this. And as you come forward into the world, as this 9 of Pentacles energy, there are going to be messages from above that you need to watch for. But this 7 and 8 to me is saying, as you embody this 9 of Pentacles in the physical world, fully embracing that I am successful, I am independent, I know who I am, I know my worth. These are the energies that are in the ethers that are working to catch up. You embody what you want to receive. So right now, in the beginning of it, you're shifting these 7 and 8, and you're shifting towards this 9. So you keep moving forward in this because you are on your way. And you are sitting in this liminal space of transformation and change. And the biggest thing that you have to remember is not to fight yourself. Not to feel as though you have to hold yourself back, or you have to fight your way through, or you have to argue with another person, or you have to overcome others in order to become something. It's not about that. That is a feeling that there's not enough for everyone, or that you won't be accepted. As soon as you accept yourself and you see that there is more than enough for everyone in the world, as long as we are all working together harmoniously, there's no reason for battle. This Empress energy that's at the end, this is, to me, what these 3 cards are trying to get you to understand. Internally, it's like you feel this sense of, there's change coming, but I have to be really cautious. What if somebody comes out and bites me? What if this bites me? This idea bites me? What if I have to fight my way through for the rest of my life? Can I really handle that? And you're at this crossroads of questioning everything. But you're already the Empress. And the Empress, I absolutely love the Empress in this deck. She's putting a Band-Aid on her son's knee, and he's not crying at all. He's looking at her with complete and utter loving trust. And to me, that's how Spirit looks at you. Complete and utter loving trust. Trust that you know who you are and will find your way and will find your path, and that you are here to embody that energy, and that you will. No matter how hard it's been, you will. The more that you embrace this sense of love that you have for yourself, and knowing your worth and standing firm in that and saying, you know what, I am capable of doing, and then you fill in the blank. Whatever it is that you have been struggling with, or feel like you have been fighting against the universe to try and create, to try and bring into your life. The more that you show the universe, I love myself, I know myself, I am shining my light in the world, I am helping others, and I am going to do this because I believe in it. I believe in myself. The more that you are going to start understanding that those feelings have been swirling all around you from outside the whole time. But when your inside wasn't matching it, it couldn't come in. You are uniquely you. And you are supposed to be uniquely you. That is exactly what we're all here to embrace, is our own unique individuality. And knowing that that is part of the grander whole and important to the whole and the collective. And when we do that, then we help others become more empowered the way that you are coming into your full empowerment in who you are and your own uniqueness. And it is an absolutely beautiful thing to behold when that happens. So Spirit, I want to get a little bit more information. This is the Believe in Your Own Magic deck. And I just feel a lot like there's like the cards are like, we're ready, we're ready. All right, Spirit, pile 3. What does pile 3 need to know? Pile 3, what more? I know a lot of people feel as though the liminal space is, wow, okay. We're not going to take those. We're going to keep going. That whole deck just kind of flew out. That liminal space can be scary. It can be a dark place. But if you can see, the 10 of water also has a new moon here. And we just came to the other side of the new moon in Aquarius. And it was a black new moon for those in Central Standard Time and west of that. It was a black new moon, so it was the second new moon in a month. And that just amplified the energy. So before we grab these cards, we're actually going to look on the bottom of the deck. I don't know why. And it says, card 42, homeward, take yourself out on a date. And as you can see, she's looking out the window and she's holding a to-go coffee cup. And there's a bird, just like they said with the air creatures here. So take yourself out on a date. That, taking yourself out, doing something small for you, just something for you that doesn't involve anybody else, dressing up for you, putting your own makeup on for you. Obviously, I'm, for those who wear makeup, or, doing something that is 100% for you. It's not for anybody else. And you don't make excuses for why you're doing it. You just do it. Say, this is for me, this is what I need, and I'm going and doing it. It shifts and changes your energy into a state of self-love so quickly. So quickly that the universe just piles on all this love into your life all of a sudden. Number 22, library. And as you can see, there's a puppet over top of books. It says, take control of your own narrative. And that's that whole, what do you tell yourself about yourself? Embrace who you are and love yourself. Not everything has to be a struggle. And it's not meant to be a constant fight. And if you keep telling yourself that it's going to be a fight all the time, that is what you bring into your life, because that's what you expect. That's what you truly end up manifesting. And then we have 37, gray. Endings are inevitable. And that we saw with the 10 of water, that liminal space of change and transformation. But to me, this says that you're transforming into the Empress. I mean, if we all can move from the 9 of Pentacles into the Empress card, that's a drastic change. You're not going from the 9 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles to the Page and Knight and Queen and then King and then upgrading to the Empress. No, you're jumping straight from the I'm an independent woman or man, non-gender specific, but I am independent in my own feminine energy, which we all have, and I am going to stand in that and harness that. And in doing so, you literally become the Empress. You become the epitome of the divine feminine in the physical form. Like, she's nurturing and creative, but she is grounded and down to earth and knows what she wants and embodies that beauty and value and artistry of Venus energy. And it is amazing to make that change. So Spirit, can we get a couple more messages? This is the spell casting oracle card. Okay. Family. And I saw that again with the Empress. So we've got family here. Prosperity. What else, Spirit? I know there's one more in here. I can feel it. It's like there's a quiver of anticipation in these cards right now. All your oracle cards have been... I don't know if any of you are readers. I kind of think that you guys may be mediums for sure. You have an affinity for spirit animals and getting messages from the natural earth is what I can see here. Yes, both of these. Now I get it. But I'm picking up you guys are channelers, possibly mediums that are afraid of your mediumship abilities, which I get. I get that. I've been there. But you also have healing and boundaries. And on the back of the deck, you have willpower. I am almost reading these backwards. Like I could switch them around, but there's something in this that's like going back, going back. At one point, everything that I am telling you, you already knew about yourself. And if you look here with the boundaries card, and the reason why I'm sighing heavily is because you can see the fire around her. It's like she literally burnt down her boundaries and then realized that she still needed them. And so she just kept the fire going. And now she's surrounded by flames so that if anybody comes too near her, they're going to get burnt. And boundaries aren't meant to hurt other people. Boundaries, when they are set, if they're set with the intention of, this is my sense of self-respect and self-love, and your actions and behaviors have crossed that. Have crossed that line, so I am choosing to walk away. And that's all you do, is you just walk away. You don't attack. You don't try to sabotage. You don't do anything to intentionally harm the other person. Then you're setting a boundary that won't actually hurt another person. So if somebody comes at you and says, but you hurt me by walking away, but you didn't. You set a boundary. If another person gets hurt by a boundary, that's because that other person does not respect other people's boundaries. And they didn't truly get hurt. They want you to break down your boundaries. But if your boundary is up and somebody tries to cross it and you go into a retaliatory mode, then you go right back into this Five of Wands energy. And then you repeat this cycle over and over and over again. And I feel like this is a lesson that you're learning now, is going back to proper boundaries, setting them and allowing them to be there. And everything that you do when you have these firm boundaries keeps all of these things on this side protected. And in order to hold on to those boundaries, you have to have the willpower to say, enough is enough, to say no, or to say yes, depending on the situation and whether or not it resonates with you. And in doing that, that's how you shift from the Nine of Pentacles into the Empress energy. All the healing that you've done, the family that you have, and the prosperity that you are working to bring into your life, all of that is meant for you, and it can and will come to you. First of all, your boundaries cannot be set against the universe. You can't manifest on sheer willpower alone. I've learned that the hard way. But you can use your willpower to have healthy boundaries while remaining open to receiving the blessings that are there for you. And you do this through healing. Your family, your prosperity, your healing, all of that is protected when you keep your boundaries firmly intact. So whatever decisions you've made that are the right ones for you, that are true to you, that are based in your love and respect for yourself and your true self that you shine into the world, puts you in that Nine of Pentacles energy. And when you do that, there's nothing that can come in except for the blessings that you're supposed to have. And in doing so, you move and you shift yourself into this Empress energy. But don't keep your defenses up against the universe, because that is where all your blessings are coming in. And I know there's one more for you in here. So this is the Magical Spell cards. I'm going to give you guys one more. This went a lot longer than intended. Okay, so when I was cleansing this deck earlier, this is actually the card on the bottom, and because I saw it, I had this tendency to cut and shift the deck because I didn't want to pull the cards ahead of time. I wanted to shuffle them on screen for you guys. So we got the card 16, Joy, because it came out anyway. And it says, as I do will, so mote it be, let joy and light radiate from me. And on the back of the deck, the other card that actually did come out with it too is the card number 34, which is strength. Strength, stability in this hour, endurance, stamina, I am power. So we've got 7, 7. We've got 22, which is the potent energy right now. 5, 6, 1s and 9s. But these 2 7s really, really are standing out to me. You've got 1, 1, 1 here. So more than anything, 7s is all about the mystical, the magical, the searching. It's that spiritual power energy. It's very, very spiritual. I am a life path 7, so I know that for me, I'm always, always seeking more knowledge. I am seeking more wisdom. I'm seeking more understanding of my gifts. And I feel like this is really calling you to embrace you. Embrace you. Just overwhelmingly, please embrace who you are, because who you are is so special. It is so special. And you're meant to stand out from the crowd. So do the things that you need to do to take care of yourself, to hold on to your joy, and really understand that you have an inner strength and inner willpower enough to be able to say no to those situations that aren't right for you. To say no to the situations that put your prosperity and your family and your healing at risk. And it is not selfish to want to protect those things, because those things are where that safety and security come from in this world as you heal your root chakra. But that Empress energy is all about prosperity and family and healing in the physical world. And she brings in more and more joy. You have that strength within you so that you don't have to keep fighting battles that aren't yours to fight. As long as you see that within yourself and release the struggle, there is nothing that you cannot accomplish. See yourself for the true beauty that you are and rewrite the narrative of your life where you are the main character, where you are not someone else's puppet because someone says that you need to do this and you need to be this way. A Niffler will never not look for treasure. It will never not look for the light, for the shiny things. Go look for your light, find your light, embrace your light, and know that that light is worthy of being in this world. And you do not need to make apologies for setting boundaries that protect the things that are of the utmost importance in your life. You do not need to apologize for that. And you don't need to fight with anybody else. You can cut ties, you can walk away, and you can stand firmly in your power and say, okay, I'm done playing this in and out game. I am 100% dedicating myself to what is right for me. And you have the strength and the willpower to do that. You have the knowledge and the abundance to do that internally. And you know to be cautious and you know to be discerning. You know all of these things, you have them within you. I am not seeing anything else here for you guys. This was pretty amazing for me. I want to say, first of all, thank you so much for letting me read your guys' energy. I want to say thank you to Spirit for these messages, for these uplifting, empowering messages for the collective, for pile 3. And if this resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell so you don't miss another video. And comment down below. Let me know. Let me know. Put like an arm, the arm flexing the muscles. Show me your strength. All right, you guys. Thank you so much again for joining me today. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. Stay tuned for more, and I will see you later. Bye.